Arrest her. Clank the clank, bitch.
That is so childish, but I really like the video. Let's talk about some stuff.
Get busy in here, get busy in here. Yeah, my squad run deep. Yeah, we really in here. I swear whatever you want, you can get it in here. Comedy or the drama, it's a mixture in here. But you love it in here. Yeah, you love it in here. Got reviews up in here. We got stories in here. Hit the like, hit the sub, hit the bell. Oh yeah, 3 clicks like the shoes on Dorothy in here.
What's up, everybody? It's your boy BusyBlu, and I am back with another Hot Topics video. I don't know. Make sure that you like, you comment, you subscribe. I'm about to give some updates, and then I'm going to talk about something new. Okay, so really excited about that. Before I get into everything, I want to say, everyone, make sure that you are following the Whether You Like It or Not panel / podcast / YouTube series, where I will be on weekly talking about the Real Housewives of Atlanta. Okay. I think I get one day every 7 weeks. I don't know how it works. I'm still figuring it out, but I'm nervous because I know consistency is really bad for me. But this is a tribe. They really keep everybody together, so I'm really excited to see everyone. I'm excited to meet Josiah because I haven't worked with him before. I know y'all's gonna be there. I know that Giving You the Real Tea is gonna be there. Y'all know I love my boo Sakina. Hey, Cry. And really be TV. I mean, I talk about her all the time, so I'm really excited to join this panel and just be a part of it. I'm like, I really am. I hope I didn't miss anybody because that would be so ghetto. I feel like I only said 6 days, but I think it's because I'm the 7th. Either way, I'm excited. And there was a video that just came out. Make sure you go see it and support it. It came out on Scotty by Nature TV's channel, so make sure you go support it. That being said, let's go through some updates about some of the old things that we saw, and then let's get into some of the new news. I guess let's talk about. So the first thing I want to talk about is LaTocha Scott. Y'all know that she went out and she gave us, and I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I said this during my last video. If you haven't watched my last video, go do so. I felt like that this was a scheme that Ty set up for her to come to us with the BS, right? So it seems as if I was right. Now, for those who don't remember, LaTocha did the residuals challenge where singers are putting their spin on Chris Brown's residuals. She decided that she was going to rewrite it, rework it, and talk about stuff that was going on with her and her husband and her family. Now, these are the things that we picked up from the last video that they put down. Basically, she was saying, oh, I don't know. I'm not with my husband. My sister, I really miss her. They kicked me out of the group, and I really need to talk to you about that $30,000 I stole from you. Okay. That's basically what the song said. Child, we could get down to the internet fast enough. So the first thing that I'm about to show y'all is Tamika Scott. It sounds like Tamika Scott called into the Ricky Smiley morning show, and we're going to get into basically what happened. So remember, I talked to you on my last video. LaTocha was down to the Ricky Smiley show where the Brad was pregnant at the time, and her and Rocky was there, and I don't know if it was the hormones or whatever, but the Brat was about to fight Rocky through the phone. I don't know you. I know what. What you say? I know what. Y'all need to go back and watch that interview because I thought it was iconic. While y'all watch these things, I'm gonna turn this off because I'm not gonna handle beeping during this. So let's start off with first. After LaTocha did the residuals, we gonna have some talk about the residuals. Oh, losing my group is insane. My sister is insane. My husband is insane. I am insane. All of that. After that happened, the Brat was like, okay, good, because these sisters really love each other. Let's see if everything is fixed. Y'all tell me what y'all think about this. Well, I'll try to figure out how to turn this sound off. This is pre-recorded, but I'm doing it through StreamYard. So stick with me. Just stick with me. Okay. I hope this microphone is working because the last time that was trash. All right. I can't hear it. Okay, there we go.
Be worked out, and you said,
you know what? My sister's voice is undeniable. You know,
yes.
I always said that she was my favorite singer. She's gonna always be my favorite singer. She definitely ate vocally.
Yes.
But in real life, I think it's a genius marketing strategy for her new music. It really is. We haven't, talked. She hasn't called me. My number's the same. The address the same. So if this is real, sis, pull up. I'm cooking now. Pull up. Let's do breakfast. Because the last time I saw her at a family function, I was on the dance floor jamming. Her and my mom walked in, and when they saw me, they walked out. And that kind of hurt me a little bit because I felt like that was the proper. I feel like, we around family. Time. And if any type of reconciliation, I felt like if she probably walked up to me, I probably would have just fell in her arms crying. But I'm good.
First of all, reconciliation is crazy. But basically what Tamika was saying, Tamika is LaTocha Scott's sister, is that girl, this fake, this phony. And if she really wanted to talk to me, just like we said in the last video, girl, call me. My number's still the same. I don't know why you trying to do this hustle and bustle through the city, girl. My number is still the same. Call me. We can make this work. That's all we need to do. It's that simple. And it sounds like things are even worse because I'm the fifth member. I don't know if y'all remember the television show. Her mother, who was the fifth member of Escape, or at least she felt like she was the fifth member of Escape. It sounded like Tiny's mom was more the fifth member, if you ask me, because the only reason they even got signed up for Sound Exchange was because of Tiny's mama. But yet and still, LaTocha Scott's, because that's only her mother, at least right now, it sounds like, I'm the fifth member. She's only the fifth member. They went to a family party, and as soon as they saw Tamika, they walked out. You have to be some type of crazy and upset to walk out of a party that you just walked into for the family. Let's continue to listen to what she talked about.
My mom, they walked out. So listen, my number is the same. My address is the same. Sis, pull up. Let's talk about these residuals. If this is, real, let's talk about the residuals. But it's definitely a great marketing strategy for her new music that's coming out. And she sounds amazing.
She does sound amazing. And when
yikes. And she said this is definitely a great marketing strategy. So it sounds like Tamika Scott, LaTocha Scott's sister, says that, girl, this is just a marketing scheme. Later on in the video, I'm not going to show the whole thing. She also said that somebody went around by the house and Rocky's still there. So they are not divorced. But in some states, don't you have to live together for a certain amount of time, or at least just be separated for a amount of time, but you don't have to be married? I don't know if that's the same thing that applies in Atlanta or Georgia, in the state of Georgia. But I don't. She said they're not married. I mean, they're not divorced. She's still divorced. She's still married to her husband. She has not called her and talked to her about the residuals, and that's it. Oh no, I wanted to show something different as well on that. It seems as if I think now LaTocha Scott, maybe she's doing interviews now. I don't know, but she has something to say about Tamika's interview on the Ricky Smiley. I really don't like this lady. Y'all, just let's listen to it.
Okay. Yeah. Did she tell you like she thought this was kind of like a marketing ploy? And did she tell you about that?
We didn't even talk about that. We talked about our sisterhood, and that's all I really wanted. I didn't want to talk about the business and nothing else, and that's what we did. Okay. It was a really good time.
Okay.
Yeah.
Y'all believe that? I mean, Tamika has to come out and said that she didn't talk to her after this interview. So maybe they did talk, but we didn't talk about the business. We talked about the sisterhood. I don't know. I don't know. Y'all sound off in the comments. Let me know what y'all feel. Do y'all think that any of this was really resolved? Maybe she did talk to her sister. I do know that I have a clip from Kandi. She's on a red carpet. I think it's the Essence show. But she talked about a little bit of what LaTocha had to say in that little song. So Not that little song. You know what? Let's disrespect her. That little song she put out. Let's hear what Kandi had to say about the whole situation.
So a residuals freestyle dropped yesterday. That was a little controversial. Can we expect an escape reunion anytime soon?
I think she said it best in her. I think she addressed the issues with her personal life, or the issues with her family, and then us. She mentioned us a little bit. I feel like fix what's happening in the family, and then it could be a talk about what's going on with us. Because realistically, I thought it was a little untruth talking about you got kicked out. When you get kicked out, I don't know about that. That didn't necessarily, that wasn't true. But I do think there was some issues that, some decisions on her part that made it to where, we ain't doing it, you know what I mean? So, yeah, it's kind of like you said you didn't want to do no shows with us, so
We gotta get our money.
we just continue doing what we're supposed to be doing. And I think the stuff that's going on with the family is what made it hard to rekindle anything else. That's just my personal opinion, but it really ain't, whatever.
So Kandi said basically, you didn't get kicked out of the group. Nobody kicked you out of the group. You made decisions to not be a part of the group. And then also talk to your sister. This has nothing to do with us. Girl, it had nothing to do with us. The problem is since you didn't fix the problems with your sister, you couldn't do shows with us anymore. Okay? This has nothing to do with us. So fix your stuff with your family. I'm the fifth member. Fix stuff with your family because we don't have anything to do with that. So tell me how y'all feel about this. Y'all heard that LaTocha said that they did talk. It wasn't about the business, nothing else. And my thing is, that's how they get you. Let me tell you something, Tamika, keep one eye open and really go through everything your sister's saying with a fine-tooth comb. Talk about the business. If y'all gonna talk about everything, talk about everything. Maybe this is just your foot in the door. But I'm gonna tell you one thing. We started to love you because you started to stand up for yourself. And we all know now as the world that your sister's crazy. Ask more questions, get more clarity. Don't just do the family stuff. Because unfortunately, y'all family became a business. It just did. So you need to, after y'all get the whole sisterhood stuff, the gaga, that stuff done, they say, okay, so did you steal my money? To be honest, that's a family issue for me. That's a family issue for me. My friend stealing from me in the business sense can be different. My brother or sister stealing from me, let's talk. Or squabble up. We about to fight. But we got to talk. So that's still family business. We didn't talk about the family. Girl, it's a no for me, dog. Ask about, get clarity about, and then come back round to us on the internet and tell us what happened. This should not be a private matter. I am sorry, and a lot of people may feel different ways. However y'all fix this situation, the public deserves to know. Y'all brought this to us. We are invested in it, extremely invested in it, especially on your part, Tamika. However this is fixed, we need to know. If it becomes resolved, we need to know. And how. We need to know and how it got resolved. I don't need you and your sister coming to the internet being like, we talked about some things, we figured some things out. That's not going to work for me. I'll never come to another escape show again. I need to, and I've been to every one since y'all got back together. Since y'all got back together, I've been to every escape show. I was there when Kandi wasn't there. I was there when Kandi was there. I was there when LaTocha wasn't there. I need to know, this is me taking a stance. If I don't find out how y'all fix things, what happened, who said what to whom, who stole whom's money, who wrote those bad checks, I'm not coming anymore. We deserve to know. Y'all need to do another limited series. Y'all need to do another limited series, and that limited series needs to bleed into y'all full documentary. I don't care if y'all have it on BET, VH1, Bravo. I don't care where y'all have it. I think it needs to be like a movie thing, but because of how long I think it should be, I don't think it should go to the movie theaters. I think it need to be like what's that group that had their really long one? Every little step no, he was just a part of the group. New Edition. Y'all need to do something like New Edition, like. But we need to know. Let me go on to the next subject, y'all. How y'all feel about everything? Tell me down in the comments, sound off in the comments. Next up, sad update, but we talked about Karen Huger. Well, Karen Huger was sentenced and taken immediately to jail. That judge said jail immediately, and she was taken into custody. Let's listen to Karen Huger's final words and plea before she was sentenced.
Ms. Huger, is there anything you'd like to say before the court imposes its sentence?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, we have to hear from you.
I prepared a statement, didn't want to forget anything. Your Honor, I want to apologize for taking this case to trial, but I also want to thank you for allowing me to have the trial. I think it was the mirror I needed to take a hard look at myself and the direction I was headed in.
Quick question, sorry, and I'm gonna let y'all finish. Would y'all have taken a trial? Would y'all have done the same way that Karen Huger did it? I just want to know, because she felt very firm in what she did and how she did it during this show. So I would love to know, would you have taken it? Would you have done another route? Put it in the comments, please. All right, now I'm gonna shut up.
I think my prior cases, I showed up to court, followed the advice of my lawyers, got the case resolved, and went my way. I like to think I took the cases seriously, but this certainly has been such a much different experience for me, an experience that demanded that I take a look at myself, truthfully. I think for many years I was putting a Band-Aid on some personal history that was leaving me very unhappy. It is possible that just like taking daily medication for high blood pressure and cholesterol, I just thought medication for depression and anxiety was something that came with the territory of getting older and having more responsibilities.
That car looks a mess.
And more to worry about. And certainly there was a sense of entitlement that I should be allowed to keep on consuming alcohol. I have been successful.
Also, like I said in the last video, this is Fox 5 News. Somebody at Fox 5 News got it out for her.
It's been 15 years since my last DUI. Why should I give up the social indulgence? Well, this case is why. Drinking responsibly, especially while taking medications, mean not drinking at all. I failed at that miserably. I understand how lucky I am that I hit a tree. Thank God I did not hit a pedestrian. In recovery, I was told of a young man named Kevin who hit a tree when he was 17 years old. Kevin was in a coma for 30 days. Kevin is now permanently brain damaged and his life will never be the same.
Sorry, Kevin.
I asked God, why not me? The only answer
Wait, so Kevin wasn't there. She just learned of his situation. And prayers up to Kevin. But Kevin wasn't there. She just learned of his situation. It sounds like a script, but let's let her keep talking.
I could come up with was that I was
Well, clearly she's reading off of something, so that's unfair.
Because I have a responsibility to use my unique optic lens and teach others and affect quite possibly millions of people with the message of not drinking and driving. I understand better the brutal clarity of the fact that when you're behind a car driving, you're not just driving for yourself. It's my responsibility to make sure my community members make it to their destination.
Yeah, my mom said when you drive, you gotta drive for yourself, and you also have to drive for others. I'm not gonna say I haven't gotten behind the wheel, and it's bad. I think most of us do. Got behind the wheel after a couple of shots or drinks.
Safely as well. I want to thank the officers who came to my assistance that night and apologize for my attitude back on March 19th. They were truly professional and gracious toward me at a time when I was not. The body cameras definitely prove that they were right and I was wrong. I should have handled the situation differently. Your Honor, I have a lot on my plate now, but I understand this is all for a very good reason. I will not let you down. I will not let my community down. I will follow through on everything I am currently doing to maintain my sobriety and everything you ordered me to do. And I can assure you that AA is going to remain a part of my life for the rest of my life. I will graduate out of programs, probation, and interlock terms will end. But I know that the relationships that I am creating with AA could and should and will last a lifetime. Those relationships are the greatest offer that I can offer you of my terms of sobriety and success. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. God. Appreciate you.
So those were Karen Huger's last words. What do you all feel about those? I don't know. I don't know. What do you all feel about that? It's a lot. It's a lot to take in. It's a lot to handle. I appreciate her standing up and deciding to say something because she could have said nothing. You don't always have to testify or give any type of feedback. She could have said nothing, and she gave a plea to doing several different forms of sobriety courses and classes and restrictions. So maybe this is the change. Maybe this is the change. So prayers up to her. I hope she's doing well. I don't know if she's in. My mom says she don't think she's in general population. So I hope she's doing well. And prayers up to her. And addiction is very, very difficult. And if you or you know someone who has addiction, do as much as you can to help them or yourself seek help. And it's just one day, one step at a time. Last story that I want to talk about is this thing that happened with Tyra Banks. Right. It looks like Tyra Banks was given an award or getting an award or something with an award. And apparently she talked about America's Next Top Model. So for those who don't know, America's Next Top Model was released on some streaming platform. I can't remember the name of it, so I'm not going to act like I do, and I don't want to give y'all misinformation. But as that series has gotten out, the younger generation has gotten a hold to it and was like, girl, this is problematic AF. All of this is problematic. And now that I'm thinking back to it, I didn't realize how some of the things were really problematic. We made somebody black. She made somebody do blackface. Like a lot of this stuff was very, very problematic. But she was trying her best. So let's listen to Tyra Banks explain what she had to go through throughout the process and how she also feels about everything that she's getting, the backlash, and how difficult it may have been for her.
Over 20 years ago, I created a television show called America's Next Top Model. And I fought, and you guys have no idea how hard we fought to bring the diversity to that television show at a time where it didn't exist, to show different beauties at a time when the world was like, what, you casting that and what is that? A time when people in the fashion industry were telling me, oh, you putting the girls in the hood on your show? I was like, why can the girl from the trailer park become a supermodel, but the girl that's chilling in the park in the hood can't?
Somebody said, right.
And we fought and we struggled, but we made it happen. Did we get it right? Hell no, I said some dumb shit. But I refuse to have my legacy be about some stuff linked together on the internet when there were 24 64 cycles of changing the world. We all evolve. We all get better together. And I am so excited that I and so many of us has opened that door for others to follow. And now my 51-year-old dimple, cellulite, bigger tummy, 10 million times bigger titties is walking through that door that I opened with all of us behind us on that runway saying, baby, it's just beginning. Thank you so much, Mama.
How do y'all feel about that? I mean, it must be difficult trying to change the world and also live in the social constructs of what the world is at the same time. So I am deciding to give Tyra Banks and all of that legacy, which is a mess, grace. I'm going to give her grace. Because she did open doors, she did do new things for young people. She did change the lives of a lot of Black people. Like, wasn't Eva Pickford like just and she Yashika, like she was able to bring women who never would have been here to the forefront. So she did change the social norms. Not the show was problematic. It just was. I'm sorry, but maybe she didn't have a big hand on all of that. Outside of that, y'all tell me what y'all feel about her speech. How do you feel about, those shows who are trying to push the boundaries, but also, we live where we live and in the time we're living in, maybe this is going to be problematic one day too. Outside of that, y'all tell me what y'all felt about everything we talked about. LaTocha, Kandi, Tamika, how y'all feel about what Karen Huger said, what she's going through. Let's pray for her. And then also with Tyra Banks. That being said, if you are make sure you watch the Whether You Like It or Not panel and show. I don't know what channel is going to be on first. I'm going to assume it's going to be on Scotty by Nature's, but I don't know. Make sure you tune in, make sure you watch because they're going to be following, so that's going to be fun. And tell me what shows you're all excited about. That being said, if you all want to know more about me and everything else I have going on, you can find me on Instagram and on Twitter, BusyBlu, no space. No, sorry. Instagram and on Threads, BusyBlu, no space, no E. You can also find me on Twitch, where this is definitely streaming right now. I'm also on Blue Sky, so catch me on Blue Sky. Have a very, 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 very happy Sunday. This was a great end of the week for me, so I'm really excited for what it's going to look like next week. That being said, I'm about to go get busy, and you all just stay busy, please. Till next time, love you.
That man